A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was the most epic story of the galaxy. You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away. Dun, 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 dun. That's right, folks. It is I, Garrett. We are no longer dealing with regular play painted. Nobody needs to hear from that hater. Tonight we are talking about the greatest story ever told in the galaxy. We're talking about Star Wars. And we're gonna be painting the most famous thing in all of Star Wars. I'm talking about Mandalorians. The best Mandalorian at that. The most powerful, most famous, most wonderful Mandalorian. That's right. Oi, it's about time you finish painting me. I'm ready. I'm being painted very well so far. Hold on a second. You're not a true Mandalorian. You're barely a clone mercenary at that. Who said that? I said it. Who said it? It is I, the most powerful leader of the Mandalorians. Oi, I'm the reason why you got here. I'm why you're famous. No, I will carve my own destiny as leader of the Mandalorians. What is going on, Mike? Just paint me. No, I will say stop. In the name of Mandalore, it is I, Bo-Katan, leader of Mandalore, owner of the dark shape. What? I don't have it. I'm the leader of the Mandalorians and the true bestest guy ever. That's right. I will be the one being painted tonight. Oh, you know, you're not gonna paint me? I'm the most famous Mandalorian. You are not a Mandalorian. You're not even a true Mandalorian. You see, there are two Bo-Katans ready to go. Because, step away, male. It is our time to be the most Mandalorians of the Mandalorian. That's right. We're gonna be painted tonight, and no. Oh, wait. We got. You're gonna get another female Mandalorian. Get ready for it is I. I'm cost to leave. So much Mandalorian power. Yes, you will be a Mandalorian, and I will be a Mandalorian, and I will also be a Mandalorian. Am I a Mandalorian? No, you're not. Go away. You made us famous. Now get lost. No one wants you. It's our turn. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is if you sat through that and you watched that, congratulations on that. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play Live. Tonight we're going to be painting the best Mandalorian of all time. Yes, we are going to be painting more Mandalorian stuff, guys. It's we're doing. If you could see me covering my face, this is. What's up, Jam Jar? Oh my gosh, Yeah, we painted this on stream last time. I don't know how many of these I've painted. I don't know how many Mandalorians I've painted. But look, there's a new Bo-Katan! Yeah. 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 And, yeah. So saddle up. grab your favorite libation, and get ready to deal with me painting not one, but two Bo-Katans. This one, they're totally different sculpts. Look at this one, hand on the other gun. This one, hand off for balance. Huh? Huh? That's right. We're doing that, and then there's this other character, Costa Reeves, which is, oh my god. Yeah, we're just gonna paint Mandalorian. We're gonna paint Mandalorians. That's what we're gonna do. I hope you enjoyed Garrett, the Star Wars superfan, who is here to tell the most epic tale of the galaxy, starring Bo-Katan, the rightful leader of Mandalore, and he would have defeated the Empire had he run into Vader. He would have stopped Vader immediately. Since that stuff over. This is what happens. This is what happens. How many of these have I painted? Somebody's keeping track. How many of these have I painted? How many? How many, folks? How many Mandalorians have I painted? I don't even know. The year just began, and we're just painting Mandalorians. This is what we do now. This is our life. This is what we do now. I'm gonna have to. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to Google some images of Costa Reeve. Costa Reeve. So that I can get Costa Reeve Mandalorian armor. Costa Reeves. Alright. Oh my gosh. How you doing, Jam Jar? Thanks for tuning in. I know it's really early in the morning for you. You're going to bring the spice. I'm going to bring the salt. Because we're going to paint more Mandalorian shit. That's what we do. Costa Reeves' armor is blue. Yep. That's her armor. It's just blue. It's just blue. Or, I mean, it makes it easier. We just paint it blue. That's it. That's all we have to do is just paint the armor plates blue. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, so I pre-treated these with some gloss varnish and some white ink and some other things. What's something else? I'm Costa Reeves, and I had a duel with Boba Fett and nearly won. That's how powerful I am. What? What? What is this? All right, let's paint something. Okay, well, here, this is interesting. I could do this. I could do this crystal blue black. It's kind of cool. I think it's gonna give Costa Reeve a darker blue color. Or I mean, I have choices. Or I could go marine blue, which is probably actually closer to what she's actually wearing. So, and maybe we do. You like the air horn? It's just gonna be. It just has to be like a trigger for when we say Bo-Katan. Or when we're talking about anything, triggering. All right, it's a trigger warning. Yeah. Okay, we'll do marine blue. Let's do marine blue and see where this gets us. Oh my gosh, this is what we've been reduced to, folks. I don't know if you may have seen. You at least saw that there was a Vader involved, and Vader ran by. So look, so you got Darth Vader, right, and then you got a couple there were a couple of speeder bikes that flew by. So other things were happening. But then you got all these Mandalorians. So, oh man, oh man. All right, let's go. All right. Okay. Okay, let's try. So we'll pick an inconspicuous part of her armor. Let's just pick a knee pad because knee pads are easy to fix. This is what happens after boot camp. No, it's not necessarily related to boot camp, Jam Jar. Although, oh man, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's not. Yeah, it does not push hard enough into the zone. I think I may have to try. I may have to go with a contrast and then shade down the contrast. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do, folks. So we'll go with this Talisar blue, and then we'll shade it down. It's probably, and it's safer anyways, right? Because we start off with a lighter blue and just work our way down. Oh no! Well, so you can see, yes, this is going to be way too bright baby blue to be of any use to anyone. But let's get it going, right? Jamjar, I don't remember. Were you able to finish that model that you were working on during boot camp? I don't recall. It was looking pretty dope from what it really was. It was looking pretty nice, man. But yeah. I'll work on Koska Reeve. It's pretty simple. I mean, that's the good news with these, is the color schemes on these good guy Power Ranger Mandalorians are pretty simple. So, you know, so it's not all that painful. You just see the color coming down and like, oh, okay, there she is. Right there's Koska Reeve. There, let's just end the feed. Where her armor is literally blue all over. Like that's it. She's just blue. She's got a smaller jetpack too than what we normally see. But that's, again, very easy to just, and I don't have details on her actual jetpack, but we'll kind of wing that part, right? We'll just make that part kind of work. Oh man. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. It was pretty fun. We got to play a little Aristea, have a couple of beers. Was hoping for a game today. That didn't quite work out, but that's okay. Because I'm at home painting more Mandalorians, as you do. Didn't finish it. It's a movie new challenge. Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I try to follow everybody's projects on the challenges as I can. So, you know, just want to be supportive of other people. People have always been pretty supportive of me. And I don't know. I think I've just turned into this like salty veteran painter dude now. So, but no, talking trash about like Star Wars and that kind of stuff it's been a staple of this particular stream. I hope you guys don't take it too seriously. You know, I hope you don't, because I mean, we came to this conclusion last year that I am in fact still a Star Wars fan. I just love talking trash on it. All right, so whatever that's worth, just understand. Like for all of my non-stop shit talking on Star Wars, I still like it. I mean, I got a Legion army, and you know, my son my son is really the person responsible for kind of dragging me back into the Star Wars universe because he likes it. And how, I don't want to just shit on his like of Star Wars out of the gate. I want to. Hey, what's up, Richard Smith? Morning. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to just shit on his like of Star Wars. I want him to enjoy things. But I'm not. But similarly, I'm not just gonna pretend that everything is awesome about it. I'm still going to call it out where I think it's kind of silly or where I don't like it. And let him come to his own conclusion. His conclusion about Star Wars is that he loves General Grievous because General Grievous can have 4 lightsabers, and that's a pretty, for a 7-year-old, that's a pretty damn solid argument, right? So, right, we'll rock that. It's cool. I'm good with that. So we're going to use this contrast paint to block the color, and then I'll come in and we'll give it some shading and weathering and highlighting, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill, right? But for right now, she's gonna look all brand new here. Casca Reeve. Thank you, Nelson, for giving me the name of this particular character because I had no interest in actually learning the names or anything like that. I was just like in the chat. I was like, what's the name of that? Yeah, that annoying one. And he gave me that. She had the tough guy duel with Boba Fett. It was to prove she's really powerful. She can hang with Boba Fett. But they smack talk him. They smack talk Boba Fett. Boba Fett isn't, he ain't as cool as the other cool kid Mandalorians. Let's do, alright. So typically, let's just do we'll just do this housing is kind of blue here, right? I'm just making this up. That's not, very well may not be how her backpack looks. We already know that her backpack's already kind of smaller than this anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We're just gonna, right? We're just gonna give her, that backpack for now, and then now we're gonna move over to Bo-Katan, and I can't really get the webcam to zoom in on the face, so right, so Fantasy World Games, that they made this Bo-Katan sculpt, and it has the helmetless Bo-Katan. So you get this, obviously. Oh, hold on. Before I go too far, let's get both of these little bandanas. All right, then we can talk a little more Bo-Katan here. I'm supposed to be hitting the air horn when I say Bo-Katan, right? Supposed to. There we go. So yeah, let's pause for a second. Let's pause. Right, so this sculpt and this sculpt, as you can see, it's the same, exact same sculpt. It's just this one has a head on it, and this one doesn't. But you can see they're identical. Well, wait a minute. This one only has the one gun. This one, she has 2 guns. They're close though. They're very, very close. But they're similar. So you can get a Bo-Katan with the helmet and without the helmet. And then you got and on the face, the facial details are they're pretty good. They're pretty good. The eyes are nice and large, so you can actually get a good expression out of the face. The problem is I'm painting two of them and they don't look the same, right? This one here, she looks a little more like evil. This one actually looks kind of sinister, and this one here is a little nicer, I guess, nicer looking, and it's just how you. It just comes down to kind of how you shape the eyes, right? Shape the eyes and shape the eyebrows. There's a lot of detail on the face, and it just depends on how how your skill and how you approach painting the faces. If they're but you can, even if you don't do like the best job. I didn't do the best job on these faces, but they do have some pretty good expression to them, right? They look pretty expressive. So, all right, let's look at some Bo-Katan. All right, so now that we basically have Koska Reeves, that is basically just her outfit. There's not much. We'll just do the leather and that kind of thing. I'm just looking at the Bo-Katan outfit. So the Bo-Katan armor, her armor has a little more gray mixed in with the blue. I don't seem to see a full body shot here of Bo-Katan. Oh, here's that one's closer. That one's closer too. So some of them, they have the greaves. Some of the greaves are like blue, and some of them they're silver. Yo.
Streaming?
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get Octavius to sleep down here.
Yeah, he can stay here.
He's gonna get in his little bed. So.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to turn on the TV or you?
All right.
Video?
Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, because that part's like silver. These parts are blue. Let's just do. I guess I just do blue on like the extremities, and that's it. Right? That's it. We just do blue on the extremities. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to shade the rest of this. But yeah, this process of doing this kind of armor is not. It's not the most exciting thing. But it's kind of cool once you actually learn this process. It means you can. It's not too bad when you're painting lots of Bo-Katans, and when people send you more Bo-Katans. I was just informed by Atomic Mass Games that they've errated Bo-Katan for Legion. Now you can take unlimited Bo-Katan in any army, and there's an unlimited amount. And now everybody just wants nothing but Bo-Katan in their Legion army. Hey, what's up, Sean? Right. So now people will just have armies made up of nothing but Bo-Katan. Yeah, you could just. This is it. This is the rest of your life painting Legion. You just now are. There's Bo-Katan, and then there's the other stuff that doesn't really matter anymore. This is your life now. You just. That's it. You're for Bo-Katan or not. But yeah, I am just lying, by the way. But it does seem like I just have an endless supply of Bo-Katan to paint, and Mandalorians in general. That's what we do now. We're just this is it. This is our life now. This is it's come to this, folks. It's what we do. But yeah, pretty good weekend for gaming. We got in. Me and Sean got in a Malifaux game. I don't know how usable the footage is. It was cool in theory. We had an overhead shot. We recorded over 2 hours worth of gaming. But I don't know. Right, as far as Malifaux battle reports are impossible to get. Booty tan. Like, they're impossible. It's like short of. I've seen like the really good battle reports are like they take like hours to do, and you have to film every flip and every activation. And I just I need to live life in a different way. I can't do that. Oh, I'm getting some messages. Hold on, I'll get to the messages in a second. Okay. All right. I want to use it. I don't know what I can actually. I don't know what I can actually do. Hold on, I gotta answer this question. Hold on. Hold on, 1 sec, guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I do want to use it. We'll figure it out, though. I'm not terribly. Why isn't this weird? It like locked out my Bo-Katan. The internet isn't letting me Bo-Katan anymore. There we go. Yeah, like her. Okay, so like her plate here, the center plates and all this stuff is like a dark gray. It's like a darker gray. Let's see. So we can use. Actually, do have a pretty nice gray I can use for this. And I like using for color blocking. I am using the shades because it's just going to help me. It will just help me keep everything blocked out well. Oh, this is, by the way, that's blue. The little collar there. You got a Mayfeng team to paint and build. Oh, nice. Yeah, I keep wanting to play Mayfeng for Malifaux, but I don't know. I just can't seem to get her off the ground for one, and I really feel like I'm kind of set for Malifaux, like in terms of what I want to play. Right? I really want to play Colette like all the time, and then outside of that, maybe some Karis, maybe some Marcus. That's kind of my preferred method for Malifaux anyway. Well, I ran into Matt today, which was cool, and he's been like really itching to play some Malifaux. So try to get in a game with him at some point. All right. All right. She looks straightforward. Who, Mei Fang? I don't know. I mean, Mei Fang to me does not. Having played her, I don't feel like she's that straightforward. It's because you have to set up her network, her real network, and that can take a little bit of time. And I don't know. I don't think I was playing it very well, to be honest with you. So, not night blue. This is the color I want to use. So I'm going to use this navy gray. There's too many messages coming in. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, that was just a lot. I'm not reading all that. All right. So we'll go navy gray. Oops. I forgot. I have 2 Bo-Katans to paint. So I have to do that blue all over here too, because it's like a batch paint. So we'll do this. But yeah, if you're just joining, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. We got some Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan! Bo-Katan, the bestest Mandalorian ever. Oh. Okay. So yeah, so we'll do that. Who knows? 10 years from now, I may be recounting this and saying that Bo-Katan was the best thing that ever happened to the Star Wars universe. Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe Bo-Katan saves us from the apocalypse? I don't know. Oh, I have to keep... Yeah, we gotta maintain that as we talk about the bestest Mandalorian ever. So in the spirit of Airhorn, who is your Airhorn character? Right? Who's your most fanboy character that you need to play the Airhorn for every time you mention its name? You're gonna build Seekers and then start on your Demonettes. Sweet. I didn't say Bo-Katan. I was just celebrating your next project there, Jamjar. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many there may be some legitimate Bo-Katan folks out there that are deeply upset about this stream. Maybe they're just very upset. Killmonger. Oh, nice. That's actually one of the next models that I will be painting. Is I got Killmonger and T'Challa as part of the next commission set that came in. So Killmonger, T'Challa, and then I got some really cool like Asgardians to come in. So I mean, this is, you can see though, for these Mandalorians, once you do this little armor plating trick, right, then it's just pick and paint, right? Okay, that should be blue, this should be gray, this should be Bo-Katan. Oh, you got, oh, you're talking about Azimuth for the for navigators. Why Azimuth? He's pretty amazing. I don't understand. Why would you? Azimuth is pretty great. Is you saying that like Azimuth is super fanboy in the fluff? In Guild Ball fluff, I'm trying to think who is the most fanboy. Probably, I mean, definitely season 1 and 2. Honor is the most fanboy. She's still pretty fanboy in the fluff post season 3. Right? She's still kind of a legend, and you know, even her sister calls her First Lady, which is a little silly. But yeah. Got a few more weapon options to magnetize your Plague Marines, so then you can prime your next 1,000 points of your army. Cool. Alright, so I gotta make sure, I gotta remember, I gotta get both Bo-Katans here as we continue to paint. Let's see. I'll get back to him in a minute. We have important Bo-Katan stuff to paint. All right, so now we're gonna get the gray of her armor, and we're gonna use this navy gray. Vitriol deserves the horn. Why Vitriol? She's actually not very fanboy in the fluff. She's kind of Vitriol's kind of like a deadbeat in the fluff. She's kind of awesome in the fluff. Alright, so we're going to do this. And let me make sure that this is going to work. So I'm just going to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to work out. It's actually kind of a nice color. It's kind of a nice color. It's kind of like Basilicanum Gray, but it's not... Basilicanum Gray sometimes over-tints, and it looks black. So you have to watch that about Basilicanum Gray. This looks like it's going to actually... I can use this on the blasters. And we can do a nice like line highlight on this, and it should be okay. How many do you have paint? Jam jar. I'm not sure. I don't know if that question is for me or... I don't know. The number of Mandalorian minis I've painted, my regular audience may know that number more better than I know it. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It's just a lot. We're just gonna... Oh, yeah. I guess that's how that goes. Ooh, there's a spot missing here that needs to be dark. You meant Venom? Venom is hilarious, like one of the best characters in Guild Ball because he is so bad at everything. When he fails to attempt to assassinate an unarmed fat dude who's essentially, you know, he can get the choke on a ham sandwich. He fails to kill that guy. That's pretty damn funny. I don't know. I was asked recently, how many models did I paint in 2020? And I don't know for sure. I know I cracked 1,000 models, you know, sometime in May of 2020. But I don't think I kept quite the same pace. Wait, no, it wasn't May. It was July. It was July because of the July painting challenge. I'd cracked 1,000 models. 836 painted. Yeah, I know I cracked 1,000 models though after July. So, but I honestly think that number, based on the pace I followed after that, is somewhere between 14 and 1,800 models for the year. I think that's where I ended up. right? It's for sure like in the 1,500 range for 2020. But I couldn't tell you the exact number. I guess we could probably go back and try to count it, but I don't know. I know I cracked the 500 mark like in April, which was pretty nuts. All right. 836 Bo-Katans. I have searched the universes and have looked at 836 Bo-Katans. How many of those Bo-Katans have saved the universe? 836. Because they are all saved the universe. Alright, let's... What color are these holsters? She has... Okay, it looks like the holsters are black, which is kind of unfortunate. But they have these brown... They have these, like, dark brown belts. So let's get those in. Those are going to be Wildwood. Those are going to be Wildwood. Oh no. Oops. Hold on. I want her gun. So yeah, it's going to be a matter of really just sort of highlighting this stuff. There's highlighting and kind of aging her armor because she has a little bit of battle damage. Right? It's a lot of Bo-Katans, that's all I'm going to say. It's a lot of Bo-Katans. I will say that. I mean, it is kind of nice to just be able to, you know, with a very simple paint job, you can make these look, you know, you can make them look pretty good. All of your Bo-Katan fanboy friends will be jealous of you. You could be that guy, folks. You could be that one to stroll up with all your Bo-Katans and say, would you like a helmeted one or a non-helmeted one? You want one reaching for the second gun, or do you want one balancing with her offhand? You could be that person, alright? Like, this is serious stuff, man. Like, you could be that person. You could be the coolest Bo-Katan fan around. I think I'm gonna make... no, let's do this plate. That dark gray. Right? But I don't like that holster there is gonna be black. I don't like that. But we stick to the plan. If Disney says that it's black, it's black. Listen to Almighty Disney. Alright, so do you guys like Bo-Katan reaching for her second gun or Bo-Katan not reaching for her second gun? I think Bo-Katan, well, let's see. Yeah, Bo-Katan reaching for her second gun is prettier in the face than the one that is not reaching for her gun. I don't know if that affects your decision or not as to who is hot and who is not, which Bo-Katan is best Bo-Katan. She-Hulk or MODOK? It's a tough call, dude. Tough call. All right. But yeah, I like that this sort of this prefab outline I've got on the armor just makes this super easy to do. You don't really need to do much here. Second gun pose looks cool. Thank you, sir. I think I did a better job on her face on the second gun pose. All right, I'm gonna do this. And then we're gonna darken this all down because the blue is still a little too bright. So we're gonna darken down the blue. Pose and add in court archers in similar fashion, reaching behind him to his quiver. Oh, cool. Yeah. That is always a pretty cool pose when they're reaching behind them, the archers, when they're reaching into their quiver or whatever. It's kind of cool. Okay. All right. So I guess we just let them dry for a hot second, because they're looking pretty good. Let's jump on the Fett here for a minute. I actually want Fett's gun to be kind of dark. Right, because I need his gun to kind of stand out here. Right. And he actually does have like brown holsters too. Right, so I could do that. Boba Fett does have there we go. And then even down here, right, there's a little extra little ammo belt down there. All right. Yeah, it's a shame. Boba Fett, the character, is just downgraded because they want Mandalorians to be more wholesome now, so that kids can be into them. So they make it so like, oh, you're just a mercenary. Let's do a little militarum green, I guess. We could do some Creed camo. A little Creed camo on his backpack, kind of make the housing look. Whoop, make the housing look a little more interesting to look at. Boop. That was a lot, actually. So we'll do that. Okay. And then let's do... So, right, so even this Boba Fett, I'm not sure what happened here. Hold on. There is a mistake there. Right? Like the red is a little bit higher up than it's supposed to be. So I'm going to cut this red down right here. Right? Right, and then I'll fill that in, and then we'll fix it. We also need to highlight the red hair. So we're going to use a color called Sun Yellow. Highlight that. All right, guys? All right. So, so we're talking painting. What about gaming? Who here has... What was the last tabletop gaming you've engaged in, or do you not engage in tabletop gaming? You know, I hear people working on projects for 40K and Fantasy or Age of Sigmar. You know, how much gaming do you get to do, right? Are you, and what do you, maybe the better question is, what game are you kind of amped to play right now, if any? Right? Is there a game that you're sort of amping to play? We're just sort of getting, for me, just sort of getting back into Malifaux. So I want to paint some Malifaux and I want to play some. And then other than that, you know, really just enjoying Defiance and Aristea. You know, those are kind of the mainstay games for me right now. So really enjoying that. Okay. All right. Let's shade down all this blue, because the blue is bright. It's a nice bright blue, but it's not really the correct blue. The blue is supposed to have a little more gray in it. So, ooh, not really sure what's going on here, but it looks like there's kind of a ding in the sculpt itself. Right. Sometimes there's just little bits of crud in the sculpt, and you clean it up as best you can. I feel like I want to do those holsters, like the paddle back of the holster. I feel like I want to do those blue, but they're not. They're that gray color. Right? Why does Bo-Katan have such an uninspiring... With the new Death Guard Codex dropping this weekend, you're prepping coming out of lockdown, getting back to local 40K. Only got 2 games before. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. Well, hopefully, hopefully you can get back out and get some games. The local 40K crowd showed up in force today at our local, and they're rolling deep all the time. Whenever they come out, they hadn't been out in a while. When they come out, it's just like they're rolling super deep, and you gotta be ready. It unfortunately kind of killed our gaming plans for today, but it's all good. We forgive them. We forgive them, except for the ones who have attitudes. We don't forgive those guys. All right. So, yeah, let's shade down. Well, that's the wrong blue. We're gonna shade down using. We're gonna use night blue, or we could use this crystal black blue, which is kind of a cool. Let me show you what this looks like. This is a pretty cool product. Pretty cool product. See if I can just get it to... Yeah, that's nice. Right? You really do need to push it, though, to get it. Because it's pretty potent. Like, that's pretty strong. That might have been too strong. Let me see if I can... Right, just get it to thin down enough. Yeah, it's a little too strong. It's weird. Right, I don't want to go too deep and lose kind of the vibrancy of the model. Maybe let's go with that night blue. Like that blue, crystal blue is pretty sick. I'll use that for something else. But I can't use it for this, unfortunately. Like, this is not bad. This gives me a little bit of shadow without killing too much of the detail here. Right? It just gives me some of that blue-gray that I'm looking for. Kind of nice. Okay. Whoa. Lost our chat. Hold on. Let's refresh that. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a nice. It is a pretty nice blue. Okay. And Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan. I know I've only just sort of been washing these models so far. But we'll drop a little highlight on them. As you can see, though, it really doesn't take much for Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan. We'll come back and we'll highlight the blue and a little bit of the gray. All I want is a little bit of like edge highlighting here and there, right? Just to keep your eye interested in Bo-Katan. But I mean, of course you're going to be interested in her. She's the bestest Mandalorian ever. While we're at it, I'm going to get some... Let's use some Starship Filth. To get all this, and we'll fix that. I know that's a lot, but we're gonna get all that pooling stuff off. Okay. We got a lot of Bo-Katan to do here. Okay, we'll let that dry. And let's do this. Yeah, this model has a very simple color scheme for her armor. Right? So it's really not all that bad working on her. And while we're at it, let's get Boba Fett's. Let's get his base done too. That's the tricky part. We're gonna let all this stuff dry for a minute. Right? We're gonna let all that dry for a minute. And then we're gonna come in and start working on like a little bit of weathering detail, some highlighting. I don't know how many Boba Fetts I've painted. I mean, Not even counting the Fantasy Flight Boba Fett's I've painted for people. Hard to tell what is like my most commissioned single character, right? Could it be could it be Boba Fett? Could it be Batman? Right? I painted a lot of Batman in my day. I'm not sure. Alright. So yeah, so let's do okay. So let's do, yeah. Let me give this guy a price. Okay. So we do that. Still a little bit of that red that looks like it's bled over just a little bit, but it's not too bad. This is looking okay. But you painted 836 Bo-Katan. That's the magic number. 836 Bo-Katan. Oh no. Alright. So now we're trying to do a... Now we're going to do... I want to do a really, really, really super light line highlight. And I honestly, I might be able to just, let's see, right? I could do something like this. Might be able to do something like that. Let's see. If I can apply this with all right, so let's see. Let's see if I can do this without wrecking what I just did. Okay, this is me trying to cut a corner here. Will it work? Will it work? I still need... Actually, it's still pretty wet. I don't think I can do this yet. Dang it. Yeah, still pretty wet. Let's do what I can do in the meantime, though. I can kind of do a generic one for Boba. Boba Fett. Right. I wouldn't use that blue. I'm going to use the Old Faithful color here. Right. Dirty Bone, aka this is called Light Sand. Dirty Bone is reserved only for the most important miniatures. Let's see. I really got to dry this off. Right, because now this is going to be so light, I just want to get just the tippy ties, just a little bit of the top area here. All right. We're doing pretty well. I mean, these are going to be done, and then it'll be on to some Marvel Crisis Protocol this week, which have been very fun to paint so far. Very, very fun to paint. And, you know, they've been challenging my airbrush skills. So those are good. And it's just a good, I don't know, the results are good at the end of it. So, all right. Let's see if we can do this to Boba Fett without wrecking the paint job. Right? This is kind of a way to get in a highlight and some weathering all at the same, all in one shot. And I'm just using this to just catch, just trying to catch edges. Not trying to do anything terribly fancy here. That's kind of nice. See, I can go over, with that color, I can go over red and green alike. And it just, right, it just gives you, that shading, that sort of, oh, I gotta hit that. Oops. Get a real brush real quick. Wait, what color is this? This one, right? Yeah, nope, not that one. Just kidding. Not that one. This one. There, no, not even really that one. It's not really doing, not really what we want there, buddy. Not bad. How about this one? This must be it. Everything's rolling off now. Yuck. Alright, fine. A little bit darker. There we go. Right? Just want that blaster to look a little bit darker. Okay. Got the Boba Fett. Just about ready. This dry brush color, again, so versatile, so fashion. You can just do it to pretty much anything on the model, as long as you have, as long as you're reasonably careful. You're not gonna ruin anything. You're just gonna, right? You're just gonna pick up edges. But this is like really faint, and you gotta like slowly build to it. Right? You don't want this. You don't want this getting away from you and ruining all your progress. Just those little odds and ends that. Okay, there we go. Right, it's looking a little weather beaten there. Right, got good kind of fade on him. All right. Okay, pretty happy with that. Now for Bo-Katan. See if I can do this without wrecking the Bo-Katan sculpts. But the Boba Fett, he did okay with a little dirty bone. Let's see what we get here. You need the Metal Golem and Gammon for me. Yes, you do need a. So yes, those are very important pickups. I would say probably the Metal Golem, and then like one Metal Gammon. is probably good enough. Okay. Now, let's see. Ooh. Just trying to dry the dry brush. Okay, here we go. Anyone have any questions, comments, or threats? This is a good time in the evening to get those important threats out of the way. All right. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just gotta be careful. I don't want to. Again, you just want to creep up on this highlight. We're not trying to. We're not trying to redesign the whole thing from scratch. We're just gonna invoke a little bit of wear and tear. Koska Reeves would never have wear and tear. He is the strongest Mandalorian next to Bo-Katan. Okay, we saw them walk in a straight line and kill all the stormtroopers in episode 3 of The Mandalorian season 2. Was it episode 3? Right? So like, for example, pay attention to that line down there, right? That's all I'm doing. Just gonna pick up that line, pick up this line right here. Do not bother to mansplain your dry brushing techniques to us. We are already better than you, and we will save the galaxy because we are the Mandalorians. You don't need to call in Boba Fett. He has already done his part. How models are you doing for my goal in the challenge? Oh, I don't. Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, I don't. For the challenge, it's just kind of whatever I paint that month. The last challenge we did, I forget, 100-something minis for Mythic Battles Pantheon. That was the last one, right? And it was like, okay, that's cool and all, but you know, I don't know. I guess some people may have like seen it the wrong way, like I was trying to flex or whatever on painting. They thought maybe, maybe I was flexing too hard. So really, my only goal in the challenge is to finish Parvati here. So it's just one miniature. It's just one of my own miniatures. But I'm going to be painting stuff all month to like commissions and that kind of stuff to get me to the point where I can work on my own stuff. So ballpark it. Probably going to end up painting, I don't know, we'll say 50 miniatures, I guess. Unless I get like unless I get a board game or, I want to paint a large set of something. Yeah, let's say at like 50. It's probably going to be around 50 miniatures. And then, but they'll be commission pieces. So 50 commission pieces, and then, and then Parvati. That's kind of how I see that going. All right. So you can see those highlights are starting to come in. They're making Bo-Katan look a little wear and tear. So she's not absolutely showroom perfect fighting the Empire. But this color is actually highlighting quite nicely, right? I could have used Dirty Bone, but it's probably Dirty Bone's gonna make these lines look a little softer than I prefer. So this is working out okay. Right. And then you'll see I'll come back in and do a final edge highlight on these. Oh, hey, what's up, Jason? Thank you, sir. Bo-Katan is coming out pretty well. Oh, no. I didn't... Hold on. I actually do need to get the basing. So we'll put a little bit more blue on there. Yeah, it's sometimes like during a challenge, Jam Jar, like during a painting challenge, I may have, in the past, it was like, oh, I just received this Kickstarter, so let's paint the Kickstarter for the challenge. Or, you know, let's paint this entire board game set or something during the challenge. But this time, it's just sort of, you know, whatever people throw at me for commission painting. So it's going to be Marvel, it's going to be, you know, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We know that that's on there. There's going to be probably some Infinity Defiance in there. There's probably going to be some Aristay in there. I'm hoping to put a little get a little Malifaux in as well. So that's kind of roughly what I'm looking at, you know, for the challenge. The cult for the Horde. Oh man, I want to see someone play Bo-Katan in a game of Legion, and every time they say their name, somebody on the other side of the table is like, "Who's gonna activate next? Oh, it's gonna be Bo-Katan." Oh man. Okay. Getting this done. Yeah, this model here just doesn't... There's just not a lot to the color scheme on this model. Yeah, I literally painted multiple Bo-Katans. That is true. That is correct. Although this one is Koska Reeves. Koska Reeves, the only other Mandalorian even in contention with Bo-Katan. Oh no. Alright. You see how soft that is? Like, if you were dry brushing with craft paint at this point, there would be such an ugly texture on these models. But that's actually, like, that's pretty nice. Right? It's pretty nice, and it's just super subtle. If you look close up on the helmet, pretty nice, right? Anyways, you're building a model for the challenge and finishing the Lord of... Oh, cool. You gotta bring the spice, dude. I love that. Bring in the spice. I also want to paint one of these little wires, one of the, you know, little conduit down there. I want to paint one of them red because I want to get some color on this model. Can we do that? Let's do that. Let's do one red and one kind of yellowish, and that way something is going on with this model. All right. There. Okay, so we'll do one kind of red. Oh man. What am I looking forward to this week? What are you guys looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Watch Party Wednesdays. That's what I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to Watch Party Wednesdays and basically just wrapping up more commissions. I mean, that's going to be fun. Uh-oh. Got an intruder. Got an intruder. Good night, buddy. Good night. Little guys. Good night, son. There we go. There. We got a little bit of color. Got a little bit of color there for Costco Reed. All right. I don't know what kind of battle do we. I mean, there's some battle damage, but I'm not really sure how we want to do that. Not really sure how we want to do that. Maybe we just take a really neutral gray and just sort of stipple it. What do you think? We could do that, right? Just take like a cloudy gray or something like that, stipple it, and then kind of wash a little bit of. I'm overthinking it, but. And at this scale, this is probably not the wisest thing I've ever done. All right, so I could take this cloudy gray. Somebody jumped in as Boba Fett. Oi! Oi, I'm Boba Fett. You know, I'm the original Mandalorian. You back off! You're not a real Mandalorian, you're a clone and a mercenary. That's right. We are here and we are empowered. We are the best Mandalorians and we are going to save the galaxy. Okay, it's enough. That's enough. Somebody went through the trouble of naming themselves Boba Fett to jump in the chat as Boba Fett. Oh no! All right. So how do I stipple this without wrecking the paint job? You just stipple. I can't even see what I'm doing. What did I just... Oh, I just witnessed 4 Mandalorians walk into a bar. This one has a fight with me. Yeah, the stippling is not working so great. I mean, it's not the best. Yeah, the stippling is not doing what we thought it might do. Well, a little stipple there and there looks kind of good, right? Anything that's kind of like beats up the edges of his helmet, kind of good. There's a nice little. This little punch right there. He's no good to me, dead. No! Moff Gideon is mine! You got it? Moff Gideon is mine. Is mine. I need to be the leader of Mandalore. Me! Me! Oh, man. I probably should have done more painting this stream and a little less shit talking. But okay. Just fly the ship, fat boy. Fly the ship. Oh, that's why we tune in. Is because we want to see that. Poor Boba Fett. For the record, I think Boba Fett was dope when he came back. And I didn't even like the idea of bringing Boba Fett back. Alright. Let's do a little bit of high-level highlighting. You guys can tell me all about how offended you get. Yeah. I mean, he's looking pretty good and trashed here. There's actually not much to do on poor Boba here. Yeah, see, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Not much to do. I actually do want to just wash him down. That was 100% accurate. Season 2 spent like 3 episodes on that exact representation. I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. No, you can't! You can't because he's mine. He's mine, the Darth Saber. Darth Saber is mine. Anyone check? Everyone, are we good? Are we good? Everyone know? It's right. He's mine. You misspelled paid, Boba Fett. Oh no. I get paid either way. Oi, I'm Boba Fett. Oh no. Like, the Boba Fett that I imagine, the minute that they came out and they're like, you're just a clone, I think he would have just shot them directly in the face. And then he would have sat down and been like, well, you're sort of right. I am just a clone. He would never get shot off because I would have protected my mistress, Bo-Katan. Alright. Anyways. Let's get a little highlight there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's Bo-Katan. No, this is Casca Reeves. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There. This one. Now we know this one actually has getting ready to draw that other gun there. I don't think that's correct paint for Bo-Katan. Clearly you don't know how amazing she is. You never painted for... Oh, man. You're not doing Bo-Katan right. Everybody knows you need to have her 100% studio accurate, or just give up right now. No one loves you or Bo-Katan's. You're not a true fan of Bo-Katan. That's true. It's true. I mean, what do you... This is literally what happened in that episode. They just did this. They just walked in a straight line. Pew 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 pew. Oh no. Yep. That's what happened. That is what happened with Bo-Katan. Okay. Yeah. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? No. How many of you how many Boba Fett's did we paint? Huh? That were not accurate. I have the pockets now. Are you happy? You got pockets. Okay. Let's wrap this up, folks. This is sad. This is sad times. How dare I besmirch Bo-Katan? All of the fans, all the Bo-Katan fans out there. Bo-Katan is the best character to come into Star Wars since Rose Tico. Those fans are going to be very, very upset with me. We've done a bad thing, folks. We've offended Disney. They're coming for me. They're coming for me. That's it. Stream is over. We can't... I'll never get away with this. The damn mouse is after me. It's going to come get me. Doesn't matter how many Bo-Katans I'll have to paint in penance and deal with people naming themselves Boba Fett to climb into the I mean, they must have Boba... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Right? I'm supposed to stand back. Here's what happened. Like, this is how tough guy this... Well, hold on. Let's get the black on. Let's get the black on it. Then I can explain it for you, okay? Because we got Koska Reeves now. Reeves. Koska Reeves. She gonna get her own show too? Or are they just doing... Everybody just gets their own show? You're on The Mandalorian. Except for Bill Burr. Bill Burr does not get his own show. Alright. This is South Park. Yes. The South Park mouse is the most gangster mouse. Okay. She looking for that dark saber. Okay. All right. Then someone has to like tell her, Bo-Katan, it wasn't the saber. It was you all along. And then she invokes all the power of the previous Mandalorians. You hear all these voices. We're here with you, Bo-Katan. And she fights, she has to fight Mando. And he's like, I don't even give a shit, lady, about your stupid Darksaber. But you don't understand, I'm Bo-Katan. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. Piece of trash. Okay. Like that scene was just really super cringe. You gotta admit that was super cringe. Four Mandalorians walk into a bar, right? And then these two are like, she's like, oi. Well, first she insults him. You're just a clone and a mercenary at that. No one loves you. And he's like, oi, you guys are punk bitches. I don't like any. And then these two get in a fight. Pew, 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 pew. And she's like, I'm so tough. You don't even know. Pew, pew, pew. And then they break it up. And then she's like, if you guys showed that kind of spirit when we fought the Empire, we would have won. That was the scene. That was the scene. That was the scene. Wait, good leadership, Bo-Katan. Good job. What the hell was that? Why? What? Why do? Why are you the goodest guys? All of us, like, we could have defeated the Empire. Like, what? No, you would not have, idiot. Maybe. I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No, I don't buy it. We just got Bo-Katan and what? Why are we? What is this? What? 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 All right. Yeah, that's what we did, guys. That was the stream. Did you enjoy it? We painted blue and gray, and we did some things here. Actually, hold on. I want Boba Fett to be a little dirtier. Can I? Let's make him a little dirtier. At least make him dirty. Let's do that. Let's if I can find let's put a little grime on him. That's good. Just let's do that. Grime. Just put a little grime on him. When Costco Reeves knocked him on the floor, that's what this represents. Oh, that Costco Reeves. Boy. And just a little, the grime is not that grimy. It kind of works here, though. There we go. Kind of works there. Oops. A little grime here on the jetpack. There we go. There, grimy jetpack. There, are we happy now? Are we happy? Boba Fett ended up looking a little dirtier. And I put some little in that stipple area up there. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Good job, Boba Fett. Okay. So, we're just going to let these dry overnight. Then we seal them up. And then we're done deal. We can go on and move on to the next commission, which will probably not involve an air horn. Just letting you know. No, there's no specific fanfare for what I'll be painting next. All right, so we'll give it a couple of minutes here. Oh, let's do. Oh, let's do something interesting since we're here. All right, let's do something interesting. I've been curious about this. It's been a while since so I'm picking up a little more terrain for the foe. We're gonna put these away. Put these there. Just go away. All right, so they're gonna go here. We're gonna open up this thing here. I'll flip the camera up. This is Caverns of Ice. This is Battlefield in a box, right? So Caverns of Ice is what we're gonna open. This is fully painted terrain, and I usually hate fully painted terrain, but Battlefield in the box has always been super reliable. And this is going to be for my ice board set that we could use for Legion and or Malifaux 3rd Edition. So let's see. And they're always packed in like styrofoam. They pack them up pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. They're all like individually wrapped. Ooh, there's actually a lot in here. This is kind of how I ship miniatures, is I wrap them in bubble wrap like this, and bubble wrap and a little bit of tape. The miniatures look pretty good. This looks like a little bit of a lake here. Cool. Now I know that there are a lot of people that make awesome terrain that just, that's part of the hobby, making your own terrain. It's unfortunately for me, it's not something that I have too much time to do. But look at that. That's pretty awesome. I might shoot that with a little bit of a gloss varnish right there. Right, just to get, because that's flat paint. That's kind of disappointing. The ice around the outside is kind of nice though. So that's cool. Let's open some of these. It's really kind of a bummer is look at this stuff. It's like perfect Guild Ball terrain. If I put this on a 30, if I were to like take this out and put this on a 30 mil base, those could be ice pillars. Right? Kind of nice. Get ready for a Raspy Crew. I do have a Raspy Crew out being painted. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. We'll see. Rasputina is she's just so easy to counter. It's a problem. But then again, I see some potential in that crew in that thought that people when they suspect Rasputina, they'll see Rasputina on the board, that they'll play a bunch of counter pieces, and you can actually plan for that. He'll see. Here's an interesting thought. Rasputina with Colette in as a second master and running Ice Dancers and Silent Ones. That sounds kind of intriguing to me. I think you can do something with that. Because you're correcting for Rasputina's really only one perceived weakness, which is, well, no, that's not true. She has several weaknesses. But Colette as a secondary master can help a lot. I was running Colette as a secondary master for Ramos, and that was fairly disgusting. That was fairly disgusting. Well, summoners for one already pretty bad, right? But with when you, my opinion, once you understand Colette, you don't actually need that many performer miniatures to make her work. You ready to fall in with the double? No, it's not so much that. I think we, Chris, I think we played it a couple of times because I found it interesting, but I still don't agree with that format. I still don't agree with double master, right? But it's at the very least it's interesting. Yeah, pretty nice. How many of these do you get? You get a lot of these. But yeah. The sad thing is, look, these are like perfect Guild Ball size. These are like perfect for Guild Ball. Wah wah. Like if that was a game again. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I don't know. Malifaux is a game that I really like, at least in theory, but I just, a lot of times, you know, we just want to throw down and have a game, and I don't want to think too hard or spend too much time. Aristea is still the way to go. But Malifaux is just such an absolutely gorgeous looking game, and it's super fun and interesting, has amazing fluff, has fantastic models, has the deck shuffling mechanic, which I absolutely love. So still has a lot going for it. You know, maybe Malifaux remains as my quote unquote deep game. That's the deep game that I stay with, and then I've got Aristea and, you know, some of those other games that we play. But yeah. All right. Yeah, this is cool. It's a Battlefield in the Box little ice thing, which is cool. Just unbox that on camera because we're bored of the other topic. Anyways, let's get them back out here just so you can see one more time. Right? I know the fans were just a little sad because I had to take them off screen. I'll move these little ice things. Right? So we could look at Star Wars stuff. And get all this stuff off. Doesn't seem all that sturdy, though. You know, I think I could break these pretty easily. Probably the only downside to that. But yeah, so some other things. Here's Darth Vader. Tricky to keep all the detail in and still present him as an all black model. That was a little tricky, but as you can see, right, you got good detail all the way through there. So that's cool. And then a couple of speeder bikes. I haven't pulled the tape off of the flying bases yet, but a couple of scout bikers, right? They're telling each other they're the two funny dudes from the end of season 1. And then you got right, and then you got Boba Fett, right? 1974 Boba Fett. Sorry, 78 Boba Fett. And then you got Casca Reeves, which is, yeah, that's her. And then last but certainly not least, you have Double Bo-Katan. Double Bo-Katan. No, cover me. We just walked down the hallway together. Okay. That's the last time I'm going to do that for tonight. But yeah. So, that is going to do it for this video, everyone. Thanks for hanging out and dealing with my trash. Have a good night, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.